What's the when you look about contact and non-contact? You've done it for years this way. Is it a difficult balance at all, or
it takes a lot of discipline to practice the way we practice, and there's some guys that have to learn how to do it, play full speed, come to balance and tackle, and it'll get better as the time goes on. But I thought, we got done what we needed to get done today.
It seems like you have a lot of unique things that you do instead. Like I noticed the drill out there. Is that things that you've come up with over the years?
Well, just stuff that I've copied from other people, really. I mean, nothing that I've came up magical, but we emphasize it a little bit more, staying up and two-step redirecting and all those kinds of things that I learned long time ago.
The hula hoop. Is that a new deal?
Jason has used that for a while, and Bert has used it also. It's we do. It's good for balance and cutting and different things, getting around the edge and stuff like that.
So June, without Hal Mummy here, are you going to throw the ball 99% of the time now, or what?
Well, if we can keep him off the quarterback, we will try.
I mean, how's it been working with Hal?
It's been fun. It's been kind of revitalizing, thought processes and looking at some of the things that he does real well and some of the things that we did and blending them. It's been kind of fun.
How much, obviously I asked that question kind of in jest, 90%, but how much will people see different, or will it not be much different?
I don't think you'll notice too much different, what we're doing. I mean, the concepts are all the same. Maybe they're just coming a little different look to them, a little tweak here and there.
How much does the move to the new conference revitalize things for you guys? And a fresh start?
It's the first BCS conference. You kind of determine your own fate. If you can really get on a roll, who knows? You might get another BCS game. So, it's a step up competitively. As I said the other day, all the teams that play in that are a little cut above. They're kind of like UCF was the top athletic team really in our conference, and every team in that conference looks like UCF.
Acker, have you decided on him yet?
Yeah, we started him out at DB, but he's going to play some receiver too. He worked at it all summer, all spring, and we'll flip him back over there and he'll get some looks there.
So obviously you consider him a very good receiver.
Yeah, he's a very, very good athlete. He catches the ball, he's a good run after the catch, smart, all those things. That's what makes him a good DB.
You guys seem to have a lot of good receivers stockpiled.
Yeah, we have improved the last couple of years, and the recruiting class this year. 3 or 4 of those kids probably will get on the field somewhat this year too.
Would you expand your rotation at all because of that?
I think some of it, Then we may. Just depends on how it goes. I know Garrett feels real comfortable with the 4 guys, and as we get going, he will start to feel more comfortable with the other guys too.
If you have a guy who plays offense and defense like Kenneth Acker, how do you balance not just his reps on the field, but time in the meeting rooms and the film and all that? Do you worry about it taken away from his preparation for defense?
No, he has been doing the same things for 4 years on defense. If he never went to a meeting, he'd be fine.
Anybody been a pleasant surprise or exceeded your expectations so far?
A couple of guys have caught my eye. Everett Dixon caught my eye the first couple of days. He might be a smooth-looking kid as I've looked at. Jeremiah Gaines has done well. Bryce has done well. A couple of the defensive guys have really come in. As a freshman, Zelt Minor he's the real deal. So that's kind of fun to see young kids come in and just take a step up and then compete at that level right away.
Dale Hansen also wanted me to ask you about your philosophy towards practicing and the lighter contact as opposed to maybe some coaches elsewhere who believe in full contact or more full contact.
It's a different deal. As Dale says, we go play catch a little bit, but we go and step, and we teach them how to tackle more than beat each other up. I've always been at teams where you can never afford an injury. And so, from that standpoint, if we're going to get hurt, we might get hurt in a game, and because you don't have the depth some of the bigger schools have. Alabama loses 3 guys; the next guy's just as good as that guy. That's not the case at the another division school.
When you were playing at this level, what was practice like for you? Was it more like the Junction
I got
boys?
the crap knocked out of me. It made me want to quit a couple times.
Do you see the depth of becoming better along here now?
Yes.
Been here for a couple of years.
Yes, we got more depth on defense than we've ever had. More depth at receiver. Quarterbacks are starting to realize this is a great place to come. So all of that, yes.
You know, speaking of quarterbacks, you got Colin Castle, been through 3 practices. I know that he's not going to play this year, has a long future ahead of him, but what have you seen out of him?
I like him. He's an accurate passer. You know, when he throws the ball, it goes where it's supposed to go on the guy. I think once he learns it, he's going to be a very good player.
Deep snapper. You have to have a new one this year.
Yeah,
That's
Zach
competition
Woods,
there.
Taylor Losecki, and the little short guy, whatever his name is, 54. He's going to be, and he's pretty good, by the way. I got to learn his name.
Well, we can look it up here. Obviously.
You hear a lot of coaches and players talk about how the offensive line, maybe as much as any group, relies on the timing and the chemistry and getting used to the guy next to you. When you're breaking in a new guy, whether it's a transfer like Thomas Ashcraft or a young guy who may be forced to play, is there any way to accelerate that process of getting comfortable with the guy on either side?
Not really. You just talk about it. They lift together. They do everything together. And, you know, all that stuff is upon them to get it that way. You know, you do what you do, and then those guys kind of bond in a different way. And that's true pretty much internally with every position.
You know, Ashcraft said yesterday that he's learning every position on the offensive line, getting reps at all the different ones. Even though that's happening, do you have a pretty good idea of where you want to play?
Yeah, I think he's going to play tackle.
Are you able to keep up with how Taylor Reed's doing?
Yeah, I watched him in the game the other night. I thought he made a lot of plays. You know, he hustled. I told him, just make sure you run to the ball every time. And he did that. I was proud of him. He made a lot. He was involved in a lot of things.
You like his chances with the Cowboys?
Well, you know, you never know. But, I mean, you know, he's going to get a second chance just because he made a bunch of plays in that game. So hopefully each game gets a little better.